This is Nick with Build Brothers Roofing at 2566 Walking Stick out here in Chula Vista. Started my digital inspection. We're on top of a flat concrete tile roof. The majority of these tiles are still in pretty good shape, although there are a surprising amount of cracked tiles that have slid, and they're cracked in areas that they typically would not be. So, but you can see we got a bunch of cracked tiles over here. There was another cracked tile right down over there that had already slid down. I pulled it down, I took a picture of it, but I wanted to make sure to slide it back before I forgot. So I'm going to point out some other areas on this roof that are concerning. You can see that the majority of the mortar capping is starting to go on this product. A lot of water and moisture is going to be coming down this section of the roof every time it rains. That will allow water to divert into areas of the roof that really isn't supposed to, especially when you have areas cracked like that right along the valley. That water is going to end up getting underneath the valley metal, and it's going to start causing lots of issues. Obviously, we have some tarps that have already been applied to this roof, and I'm going to point out some other areas that probably should have been tarped, but weren't. But we can also see how a lot of these tiles are already starting to slip, right? They're starting to go, so that's always a concern. We want to make sure that as many tiles as possible stay intact. Again, I slid some of these down, so I slid some of these back up. You can see this big crack. This crack was exposed by about this much, allowing a bunch of water to come in. Same thing over here. You can see this crack up here. You can see all the damage that has occurred because of it. This underlayment is completely deteriorated at this point. This goes all the way down to the decking. So that is the wood decking. Here, let me just see if I can just point this out for the homeowner. So this is the plywood decking underneath. You can see how soft it is. All that plywood's gonna need to be replaced. Those are major leaks that have been occurring. So again, tarp was great over here. Definitely should have been on this section as well. I'm gonna work up onto this part of the roof. Make sure I don't fall. Okay, so again, more cracks over here. Those two tiles were cracked. I slid them down. I wanted to show the homeowner the condition of the underlayment and what the damage has been. Again, more damage over here in the valley. The valleys are always, bad areas to have leaks. There isn't really no good area to have a leak. But the problem is that once the valleys have the leaks, the water gets underneath and trapped underneath the valley metal, causing a lot of interior damage. Again, more cracked tiles over here. Slid this down, and you can see how damaged all that underlayment is. You can see down to the wood decking there as well. I'll go ahead and just slide this back up. More cracks down here. There's a cracked tile that's exposed the underlayment completely. And again, another cracked tile down here on the edge of the roof. Another one right here on the valley. How these tiles are cracking all the way down here close to the edge of the roof, I'm not sure. It's really weird, but that's what's happening. Again, you can see how cracked all the mortar is. This stuff is going to need to be replaced, and that's all part of the roofing process, as we'll go ahead and replace all the mortar caps. Same thing over here. You can see how these tiles are starting to slip. So if I go ahead and just slide this down, you can see that there are no nails that were used for this tile. You can see all the water damage that's occurred underneath it, but then you can also see just how brittle this underlayment is. New fresh underlayment is going to be very, very rough, very gritty, very granular to the touch, and this underlayment is none of that. Again, another cracked tile that's allowing water to come in. So working over here to this section of the roof where I pulled these tiles down, where they had significant cracks. You can see the tiles cracked all the way across, and you can see how much damage has already occurred. All that water has just been pouring in, and that's getting all the way down to the decking itself. So I'm going to put these tiles back, obviously, when I'm finished up here. The homeowner wanted to know, what it would cost to repair as opposed to replace. I just want to kind of point this out. You can see how all these tiles are starting to slip. So just based off of this inspection, based off of the amount of damage that has already occurred on this roof, in my opinion, this roof has really gone beyond repair. If we were to repair this roof, we would have to repair this entire section. We would then have to repair this entire roof plane because of all the damage. This whole section would have to be repaired or replaced because of the valley metal or the valley cracks that have started to occur. And then again, you already have leaks going on around this section and down this section. So you're essentially at a full roof. To typical roofs like this are going to last around 25 years. You know, that's right where this roof, the age of this roof is. So I am going to suggest a full lift and reset on this product or on this property. We can go ahead and reuse the existing tile. The concrete tile does get stronger as it ages. So obviously there are some cracked tiles on this roof. We'll replace all the bad ones. But the rest of the tiles are in good shape. You know, so once we do that, we'll go ahead and tear all the underlayment off. We'll dress any bad wood that's underneath it. Once that wood is replaced, we go and add the new underlayment. We'll redo all the flashings for all the penetrations. We'll add brand new tile riser, brand new drip edge to the roof as well. Replace all the mortar caps. Old tiles go right back on, and they have a brand new roof at that point. The homeowner has the opportunity to replace the tile as well and go with an all new tile roof. That is purely for aesthetics. You can see how damaged all that stuff is. So it's not 100% necessary, but obviously I'll press it out for the customer and they can let me know what they want to do. But yeah, in my professional opinion, we need to go ahead and replace this whole roof.